Virtue of adaptation. If everyone knows live in harmony with other people, there should be no place for annoyance, anger, sadness, suffering, etc. In a family, if man and wife do not live in peace with each other, it will not be in smooth waters. In a society, if people are in peace with people, there is no competition, no class, no the rich and the poor, no conflict and war, so that society will have order and security. Virtue of adaptation is a virtue makes men live a happy, quiet and peaceful life. Thus, adaptation consists in extremely great value for humans who live together on this planet. Use the noun of adaptation can makes people find it difficult to understand. There are not profound and specific examples such as 1. Mahayana scriptures teach us pray for rebirth in the Pure Land, for peace. So when coming to a Mahayana temple, we should adapt to pray for rebirth in the Pure Land, for peace, so that Mahayana masters do not the suspect while nobody knows we are practicing with Dhamma of dispassion. 2. Adaptability. We meditate like monks from Dongzhen when visiting Mahayana temples, but practice the teachings of the Buddha to be free from desire, to leave evil. 3. Being adaptable without being dragged into evil things. For example, a friend gives us a dining invitation. We are ready to. The whole meal was served with fish and people are enjoying with gusto. So are we, but we eat only vegetables, not any meat and fish. We are adaptable to our friend while they don't. We are keeping being kind to being. 4. People living with of adaptability know how to live in harmony with others but do not suffer themselves, not suffer other people. 5. Virtue of adaptability is a moral action in thousands of other moral actions life we live without making ourselves and other people and beings be suffering. 6. One living with adaptation brings peace to himself, or herself, and to people in their lives. 7. If people live in families and society with adaptability, there are peace and happiness in families and in society too. 8. In society, everyone lives with adaptation. The society will be heaven. 9. A person who lives with adaptation always be happy, his/or her mind is peaceful, and be happy with others. 10. A person who lives with adaptation rarely gets illness, accident, the life is peace and happy. 11. Thus virtue of adaptation is a noble one for us and for other people. Never suffer anyone. Virtue of content. Content is the greatest virtue in Buddhism, because content brings peace to our minds. Content is satisfaction, not willing speech but unwilling heart. The content referred here is being pleased to accept all ideas and work of others, no hindrance inside. Content is acceptance and being fun. One who is always keeping the mind of content, he no longer lives with any pain in the mind. So, if one person living with others can keep the virtue of content, there is no evil thing can suffer him, so does evil obstacle. In summary, if, in human society in which everyone knows treat each other with acts of body, speech and mind always shows the virtues of patience, and adaptation and content, how happy and peaceful this world will be. Clearly understanding of the three virtues of patience, of adaptation and of content will bring many benefits to mankind, so we often wish people understand that their lives are extremely valuable. I hope people, because of a common life on this planet, eliminate the worthless selfishness to live for people. To live for people must not be an empty word, but be an action. To live for people is to live the life of their own and of others in order to together build a society of peace, peace by true love to each other, for each other. The three virtues are the three virtues of lay people. Please try and engrave them in your heart, because these teachings gives lay people a noble way of life. To live is to love yourself and love people. Buddhism is a religion teaching ethics to human, how to have peace, happiness, does not teach magic or sorcery to move the earth and heaven, etc. Also no divine worship, chanting, mantras or recitation of the Buddha's power to forgive. So the purpose of the introduction of Buddhism is to teach people how to live worth a man's life, so the people, especially those living at home, how to treat with their grandparents, parents, brothers and sisters, neighbor etc., not to suffer people and beings. This means we have to bring the morals to the life in harmony with people, to know be patient, adaptable and satisfied in every cases. For clergy, see the next part in which we will teach each method of imposing right conduct practice during the period from a person begins to leave home and become a clergy. At the beginning of being a clergy, it is important to know what virtue is practiced first. What then, meanwhile, must being guided by an enlightened monk and try to carry out practice of the methods, to practice to get the result in this Dhamma before move to other Dhamma, must practice until getting the results and then practice the higher Dhamma. It is same to rules. When the rule of virtue is kept, keep others. Do not spread all rules, will breach all of them. Dhamma for practice. 2. Complete of the Dhamma before move to others. Practice all Dhamma is a very vague practice way. This does not bring any result, but it's time consuming and waste of practice effort.